canceled. I've got to be in New York Monday morning. I work. I got kids. I got a whole family waiting on me. And y'all shutting everything down like we don't exist.
So this is the situation that is currently happening at the airports in America after the cancellation of flights by the authorities. So let us watch the reaction of Americans.
Do not fly right now. I'm trying to tell y'all. Some people are missing the point here. I even want to hop my tail on a flight to New York City to celebrate reaching 100,000 followers, but I cannot do that. You know why? Because people are advising me that it is not in my best interest to do so. Like, I'm just saying don't fly right now. Not because we have confirmed that airports are officially shutting down or whatever case may be, but airlines are shutting down, meaning no flights are going out, meaning flights are getting canceled left and right, meaning they're advising you that if you do not want a horrible flying experience, which people have that in general on a regular day, if you don't want a horrible flying experience, do not fly right now. I know a lot of y'all got some big things coming up, that's what happens. That's what happens with Earth. Let me tell you something about Earth. Earth will throw you a curveball so crazy. You don't even have a chance to prepare. All this that's going on right now, none of us was prepared for this. We didn't know this was going to happen like this. We didn't know this was going to go down like this. You got to pivot. You got to switch up some plans. You got to take a different route.
The Trump administration just ordered that airlines in the United States cancel more than 700 flights. In one day, 700 flights canceled. A lot of people are talking about, damn, my holiday plans. I'm scared about what's going to happen for my holiday plans. And I'm thinking about the fact that they're preparing to make it so that we can't leave. They're preparing to make it so that we can't leave. We were literally talking about that since the beginning of the year, since they all of a sudden were saying that we needed to have additional ID in order to be able to travel just even domestically. They're making it so that we can't fucking leave. We can't flee. And do you guys forget that there were a lot of elites that had already fled the fucking country? They had already fled. They left. And now we cannot leave. So the information that I'm about to read aloud is coming from an article that you can find on CNBC. And it states here that more than 700 U.S. flights were canceled as of 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Friday, according to aviation data firm Cirium, about 3% of the total schedule for that day. And they say that the cuts were ordered because of the traffic air controllers who have missed their paychecks due to the government shutdown, which is now the longest in U.S. history. But that's not our fault. That's this administration's fault. And them misappropriating funds. You understand? It's their fucking fault. We're supposed to have a contingency fund for situations like that. We shouldn't even have a government shutdown if it wasn't for the party of this administration. And now, all of a sudden, coincidentally now, they have the perfect opportunity to literally hold Americans hostage. We can't fucking leave. Oh, and it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. According to the FAA order, right? The flight cuts will increase to 10% over the next week. Remember, they just canceled about 3% of their flights, right? So Friday, beginning with Friday is 4% on Friday. Then by Tuesday is going to be 6%. Then by Thursday is going to be 8%. And then finally on November 10th, it's going to be 10% of flights canceled. If 3% of flights canceled here in the United States put us around fucking 700 flights, imagine 10. Imagine 10. And as this federal government shutdown continues, so does the snowballing effects of this situation. It's going to be less and less TSA workers, less and less air traffic workers, less and less flight attendants, less and less, less and less, until there's none. And how the fuck are you going to leave then? And if I created an environment where my American citizens can't leave, and they definitely are going to want to place the blame on someone, and maybe I can't leave either, I would really want to make sure that I built some place where I could be safe. I would really want to make sure that I begin the process of building a place where I know that I could be safe. Because I know they're coming after me. That's just what I would do. So yeah. Stay focused on the fact that your holiday plans are so ruined. Stay focused on that. And don't think at all for a second about how you can't leave, period. Fuck the holiday plans. You can't leave, period.
Hey guys, don't fly right now. Don't do it. If I need to see another fucking video from a flight attendant, someone in air traffic control, a pilot saying not to fly right now, please listen. Don't fucking fly right now. Not only is it not safe, you're helping our air traffic controllers who are so overworked, they are unaliving themselves right now. They are not being paid, yet being forced to work 6-7 days a week, really long fucking shifts, barely able to even keep their eyes open, and they are saying themselves it is not safe to fly. And it is getting to the point where most of these people have been unpaid so long, they can't even afford gas to get to work. They can't even strike because it's illegal. The only option they have right now is to call out sick. And so many of them are forced to do that right now because they can't keep their fucking eyes open. This is one of the most stressful jobs you can possibly have. And it's at the point where they have to work other jobs. There are not enough people watching our airspace right now for it to be safe. And the people who are watching are losing their goddamn fucking minds and are telling you not to fly. So help them out and stay safe and don't fly. I know this is really fucking hard during the holidays, but our airspace isn't safe, and this is affecting every major airport in the country. Almost all of them have been canceling flights this week en masse. It is not safe to fly.
You guys, do not book any flights to Maryland, Washington, D.C., Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, North Carolina. All of them are getting canceled. All of these flights are getting canceled. I was supposed to travel today. American Airlines canceled my flight. They gave me another ticket to travel from Houston to North Carolina, Charlotte we call it, from Charlotte to Cleveland, from Cleveland to Baltimore. Can you imagine how many states I had to go through? I rejected the offer, and then I got a ticket with Spirit Airlines. So Spirit Airlines was supposed to take me to Baltimore. Spirit canceled the flight 2 hours after booking. That was for tomorrow. And then I called them again. We got another ticket for tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'm not sure if this one is going to work. And I also booked another ticket with American Airlines again tomorrow to take me to Virginia. But we have to go to North Carolina before going to Dulles. It's Dulles, they call it, Dulles Airport. So if you have something urgent to do and you can drive or you can use a bus, a train, please use that means of transportation, because right now flights are getting canceled. Trust me, flights are getting canceled. All this part of America, is it the East Coast or the West Coast, all this DC side, all of them are getting canceled. They said there's snow, whatever. So if you have something urgent to do, start driving or take a train. I'm telling ya, it's crazy out here.
We just got home from the airport. We were supposed to be on a flight to Aruba today. Literally, as soon as we walked into the airport, we got a notification that the flight was canceled. And now we're back home trying to figure out how to make it to Aruba with the one vacation week that we have for the rest of the year. Y'all know we're residents, and so we don't get a lot of time off. And we have one little week off, and we planned this vacation since when? This vacation has been planned for months, and I'm so sad about it. But Joshua is happy because now he gets to watch the Falcons game, and his birthday is ruined because it's tomorrow, and we're still trying to figure out how we're going to make it to Aruba. Stay tuned.
It's day 40 of this government shutdown, and I know if you are traveling for Thanksgiving, you're thinking to yourself, is this going to impact my travel? And I'm going to be honest with you, there's a possibility that it can. I've been tracking the updates on this government shutdown all weekend long, and they're going to have a vote in a few hours. The first vote that they have done since the government's been shut down on a Sunday, which is a good sign, but I'm not optimistic enough to think that it's actually going to pass. Hope it does, but I'm thinking it won't. One thing I did want to put some perspective to is the reduction in flights in hopes that that makes everything safer. that's not going to 100% make things safer. Yes, there's a small benefit in reduction. I can see that. But the real issue is the pay. We have to pay these workers. It's really unfortunate, but travel is currently stuck in this political war. It is during the worst time of the year to do this. Travel is literally stuck in a political war, and they're giving their demands. It's basically travel is being held hostage under this government shutdown, and they are giving their demands on what they want, or what they're saying they're going to do if it doesn't get reopened. If I had plans to fly this Thanksgiving, which I was going to, but at this time I just chose I'm not going to do this. I don't want to be caught up in this mess. I will be looking at other options like renting a car or getting on a train if I can. Even if the government was to reopen today, there's still residual impacts that are going to happen that is going to...
Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm sitting here at LAX Airport. I was scheduled to leave at 12:57 p.m. today to head back into DCSA. However, all flights has been canceled due to there is no air traffic controllers working. So I am stuck in the airport. I have to rebook a red-eye flight into Charlotte tonight, and then I got to stay at the airport for 4 more hours, and then catch a flight into DCSA at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So this is no joke. So I will keep y'all updated because there's a possibility my flight might be canceled again.
My flight got canceled. I'm in New York. My flight got canceled. What? Coming here, I had no issues. It was smooth, extremely smooth. I flew from Atlanta Jacksonville Airport. TSA was like 5 minutes. I feel like it was the quickest I've ever gone through TSA. It was quick. It was smooth. Now, I get a text message yesterday saying, your flight been canceled. I was like, I mean, I love my city, but I don't want to stay here. I gotta go back home. I booked another flight coming out of another airport. But then I went online and it said that they're about to start, like, you know, cutting flights and all that by 10%, something like that. I don't really know what that means. All I know is that some flights gonna be canceled. So I'm just young. I need y'all to pray with me. I need y'all to pray with me. Because tomorrow when I go to the airport, I don't want it to be crazy. I don't want it to get canceled again. Like, I've been in a delay before and it is not fun. It is not fun. It is not fun. So, please keep me in y'all prayers. For real.